This just in from 15th century Florence. Herald, take it away.
State attenti! As a consequence of the flooding further up the Arno, a small tax shall be imposed for repairs. All batelli sailing into the main staging docks of the city shall be tolled based on tonnage.
Thank you, Herald. As with modern times, the Arno River can be a cruel mistress. We know that there have been a handful of disastrous floods from this river, including 1167, 1333, 1547, and 1557. Fortunately, this time around, the damage sounds minimal in comparison, and all vessels coming into the city are now just going to have to pay a toll based on their tonnage, just to help offset some of the unexpected costs. What's our next news item?
To all respected members of the Arte del Cambio, the biannual Congress has been postponed due to the legal concerns now confronting the Gonfaloniere. It shall be held sometime after the execution.
Now, this is a notice to those within a guild in Florence that deals with currency exchange, precious stones and metals, lending, and credit and deposit. This guild was formed around 1200 and, according to Assassin's Creed 2, held a biannual congress. Well, it seems that the Gonfaloniere has gotten themselves into some legal trouble. Likely this is the successor to the one we assassinated early in the game, and will be executed. Seems like people are dying to get out of that job. What's next?
Notice concerning the Republic's fountains. Please do not use dyes or puer in municipal water sources. Remember, all tanning must be conducted outside the city limits. Offenders will be fined.
Okay, this is our most disgusting piece of news. Thank you. Apparently, the tanners of Florence have been using public fountains for their trade. Now, if you've seen any of the previous videos, you will know that this means the water in the fountains in Florence is basically untouchable, especially if they're using fermented dog dung or puer. Because this trade was so terribly smelly, it was placed in specific districts of medieval cities, or even exiled, like mentioned in this announcement. As such, this news item is both horrifying and makes perfect sense. What do you got next, Herald?
Good people of Firenze, a message from the Arte della Lanna. May this year's festival of San Giovanni be a time of great joy and pride in our great città. The masters of the guild wish all another successful year.
The Wool Guild of Florence has a message to the people. Enjoy this year's Festa di San Giovanni, the celebration of the patron saint of the city. This festival traces its origins back to the 13th century. We can expect to enjoy a morning mass, then some boat rides, parades, and a dazzling firework display. While this festival continues to the modern day, the Arte della Lanna not so much. This guild was one of the most wealthy and well-established in all of Florence, and employed up to 30,000 workers at its peak, and boasted around 200 workshops. What other news do you have, Herald?
By order of the Signoria, all merchants trading in unconverted woolens shall hereby be taxed an extra 100th part on all foreign transactions. This will aid in the maintenance of the Republic's armory and road patrols.
Wool again makes the news. No clue what unconverted woolens means, but those dealing in them are facing a new tax increase. Likely this is just a protective tariff to help gear up for the Italian wars. And that will do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video, and check back again for more Assassin's Creed content.